はい、皆さんこんにちは、みちです。今日はちょっとディスコレッスン続けるんですけど、ちょっとライブ配信でちょっとやっていこうかなと思います。ちょっと最近ね、いろいろちょっと生活の事情が変わっていて、ちょっと編集の時間があんまりね、余裕がないので、ちょっとライブでちょっと進めていきたいと思います。ちょっとね、もう本当に気軽にストーリー進めたいので、もうどんどん進める形で遊んでいきたいと思います。いつも通り英語バージョンです。っていうか、これまだ日本語で出てないよね。前回なんだっけ、この2人に話してたんだっけ、話し終わったっけ。
Good to see you again, officer.
ちょっと
To
音で
what
かい
do
か
I
な。
owe the pleasure?
I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
And one of them was empty. 一つ空になってたね。
completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
もう奥さんはファズミッドを見たって言ってんだよね。
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
It's very clever. Okay.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning.
証
You
拠
should correct them.
証拠がないけど、いないのはファズミッドが賢いからってね。それは証拠ないから正しいか正しくないか言えないけど。
Of course, more clever.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Okay.
Another trip to the reeds.
Sure. I don't know, I'm not persuaded.
Why don't you try convincing Morel his hypothesis is invalid?
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
こいつら何か見つけたことあるのかな。
Actually, no.
あれ
Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
とりあえずいい感じで終わったんじゃない？Just one second. ちょっとストリームがちゃんとうまくいっているかチェックしたいです。YouTube 久しぶりなんで、どこ行けばいいんだ？これだね。あ、今言ってるね。OK。ちゃんと音も聞こえているよね。ちゃんと音も聞こえて OK。
Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft.
OK。
Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft.
まだゲームの音の方が大きいかな。
Foul play might be afoot. Theft.
まだ、あ、いや、そうでもないか。OK。 I think we're good.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
どうするこれ92% だからやってみたいけど、機嫌損ねるんじゃない？他の 理由があるんじゃないか、見つかんないって。見つかんない理由。まあやってみよう。
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person, hands small enough to fit inside the trap.
子供が何かいたずらしたんじゃないかって？
You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust. 盗んだの？虫を。
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
俺に言ってるの？ Are you inviting us?
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but
どういうこと？ Last chance to talk to Gary って。
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
彼はもう行くってね。
No, no. No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
この二人はその消えたファスメドを探したい。でもギャリーは、いや、俺はもういいよって。
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty,
あ、ギャリーが
disloyalty
鎧を着
are
て
not
たんだ
one
よ
of
ね。
them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
で、まあ、鎧を返してくれたら許すみたいな感じだったか。
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion. I mean, officers.
あ、こいつレイシストだっけ？彼のこと無視。アジア系の人は無視ですか？ You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I'm sorry for what I said.
Short means sincere in these things.
まあいいや。テープを拾ったから、それを巻き戻せる？なんていうんだろう。そのリールに戻せるかどうかちょっと試してみよう。まだね、カラオケを一番最初に受けたクエストのカラオケがまだできてないんですよ。巻き戻すっていうかテープを持ってるんだ。これ。
There's no way to listen to the tape. A pawn shop.
あれ？ポーンショップで買わないといけないの？これを使えないの？残念。ポーンショップ行くか。もうずーっとカラオケが気になってんだけど。やることが多くてね、わけが分かんなくなるよね。こいつらもまだ何も進歩ないし。本屋さんもまだ謎だし。クーノに話す虫盗んだのか何してるんだって。それとポーンショップでなんかあるかなここに。
The dented yellow mailbox.
サインもなんかもらえてないしね。ポンショップどっちだっけ？下の方だっけ？ Let's go down. こっちだね。Down, down, down, south. これか。走れ。OK。トゥトゥトゥトゥ。One second. ちょいと待ってね。あれ？ I'm trying to adjust some things. Okay, welcome to the pawn shop. あれ？これはなんで黄色い？これ
What
買
a
えるんだっけ？
shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweihanders.
お金あるから一応買うか。体力がつく。
Welcome to Hyomdal, officer.
Alright.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
懐中電灯眩しいって？ There is no flashlight. Alright, sorry
I
about that.
do appreciate it.
何？これを外せと。眩しいと。OK。
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look.
え？売れるの？鎧売っちゃダメでしょ。
Alright, let's see it. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door looking for their missing toys.
傭兵の鎧見せたら、いや、傭兵のものはいらない、欲しくないって。鍵間。
Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money.
しかもこんな鎧を買うお金、ここの住民にはないよって。
Another time, perhaps. Sure. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
あれ？売れるの？ハンカチ。ペン。売れるんだ。ポストカード。キープした方がいいものあるのかな？
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
死体の写真を売るつもりで見せたけど、それは、あ、ここになんかテーププレイヤーあるよ。タトゥーの意味わかるかって逆に聞いてみる。
Aphotic paths, counter radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
暗すぎるって？
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
わかんないね、タトゥーのこと。
Another time, perhaps.
テーププレイヤー。
The boomboxes wait on the
お、
shelves.
12買えるよ。
And your boombox, that gold and amber, Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape-reel eyes.
ハーメン・ワウシーっていうモデル？
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
OK、手に入れたよ。この人の前でカラオケするか。 Equip this to open lock違う。tape player. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. 何これ？ネクタイ？ほう。ネクタイ？これ着てるから見えないね。ネクタイなの？テープ。Tape in this cassette, but it was destroyed. 中身入ってないのこれ。じゃあテープどうすればいいの？っていうか気になるんだけど、これ弾あるんだけど、撃つチャンスあるのかな？
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
700? I don't have that kind of money.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags.
なんかおもちゃが置いてあるけど、今鍵かかってる。テープない。まだか。まだできないのか？なんか画面がずれてた。失礼。OK。am I playing tape? Am I playing music? 流してるね。何が入ってんだろう。ちょっと一回ここに入ってみる？Let's see if we can sing it on the mic. Okay, let's see. あれ？マイク触れないんだけど、前触らなかった？夜じゃないといけないのかな？もう紛らわしいな。Okay, let's go find Kuno. Don't be afraid to say weird things. 変なこと言うの。変なこと言ってもいいよみたいな。Oh, Kuno. I don't know how to get up here either. おい、ガキ。
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you don't. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
虫だってことは知ってる。そう？
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
お、なんか関わりあるみたいだね。あれ、雨降ってるこれ。
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Lame prison. Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
何も喋るな。弁護士が必要だ。
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
弁護士あるのかお前。
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA the City of Rage.
なんか言ってたっけ City of Rage. Is this about Rage City?
Oh God, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
お前をダサくしちゃうぞって。んどういうこと？俺らと関わるからダサくなるってこと？
Stop it, see? No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
Pig's head. 今ロックされてる
Kuno does.
クーノの部屋を探れ。どれだっけ？もう時間経ってるからクーノがどこに住んでるんだっけ？ The one with the pig's head. このアパートに住んでるのは誰だっけ？ちょっとロード時間がちょっと時間かかるんだよね。いろいろやりたいことが山積みなんだけど、なんかできないままもっと増えていくんだよね。
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
急に寒くなった？それで、建設、設計士なんだろうなんか想像してるみたいだけど。
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down, is read from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
何を想像してんだろう。
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
ここに住んでた人がどうやってデコレーションしようかって考えてるの
She
か
had an eye for beauty.
設計してる人を想像してんのかちょっとよくわかんない。Okay, I don't know what that was about. Eh, ここに部屋があったよね。ここに入ってみよう。お、ボトルは後で売れる。この音楽ちょっと It's a little obnoxious, but it's a nice change of pace. ここじゃない？クノス寝てたの違うか？ It's not here, ここには誰が寝てんだっけ？ The one with the pig's head. 豚の頭ってどっかにあった？地下に住んでる？There's too many things to do.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire?
Cindy? Oh, there's something here. ボトル、OK。教会の件と、 虫の剣と、あとなんか手紙っていうか、あれ、手紙のサインももらわないといけないんだよね。手紙っていうか、その建設許可みたいな。
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with
I suspect that's exactly what they're trying. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. It was definitely controversial. There aren't many communists around.
ここは別にいいや。ちょっとなんかコミュニストの歴史みたいな。歴史的存在。もうパパパッと結構進めたいんだけどね。あれ、ベースメント何かあったっけ？バルコニー。でもこのアパートじゃないよね、クーノ住んでんの。そしたらここだっけ？ Someone's washing dishes.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room.
誰かが
Whoever lives here must be back home.
誰かがいる。これはユニオンの人のメンバーの一人だっけ？
The door is closed. You hear.
あれ where do you live, Kuno? I forgot.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
態度悪いな。
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization。一応3ポイントプラスもらってるけど、なんか装備で強化できるかな？ Conceptualization。これだけかな
？Just an ordinary wall.
42%。
Nothing to see here.
やってみるか。
Because
Oh,
you
yes.
see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors.
何？なんかすごい壁だなって。影とか色とかなんか見える？ Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
なんかすっごい褒めてるんだけど、褒めたThe uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Oh, Wallfather.
お、回復した。Wallfather. I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it.
Huh?
自分でもっとなんかペンキ足すの？
He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
シンディからブラシをもらう？Take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
全然気にしてない。I already have the paint. Just need to get a paintbrush from Cindy the Skull.
If you must.
OK? これはできそうじゃない？Cindy、こっから話せる？
Hello again, officers.
I'm
Have
gonna
you
need
come to admire my mural?
I'm gonna need your paintbrush.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
お、なんか説得しないといけないよ。Grand art. Art deluxe. The artsiest, the most groundbreaking, the...
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off.
ダメだったね。 To crush a man's dreams like that, I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
これダメだな。17% しかできないな。アート、どんなアート？お前、アートのこと分かってないだろうみたいなことで拒否された。どうしよう。I'm stuck. 結構積んでる進まないね。本屋もう一回行ってみる？ベースメント。なんか手がかりないかな。
What have you found?
誰かなんかうるさいぞって言ってくれないのかな。これは工場のビルだよね。あ、なんか話したが出る。
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Yes, you might even call it a right.
フラッシュライト持てと暗いよって。はいはい。OK。Let's go. Let's find Kuno's space. Kuno's living space. この上行けたっ
A
け？
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Locked.
It's dark and the echo is so...
What are you doing? Wait, really? Take your head out of the chimney, please.
で、これも開けられなかった。
This orange machine is dead You slip your fingers.
Didn't Sona give you a perfect tool for this kind of job?
これはツールでやるやつだけど、
This orange machine is dead still. It
開かない。
Both cables are unplugged from somewhere in the dark. Somewhere a machine hums along with
でもこれは、
this orange machine.
電源入れても入れなくても開けられない。Kuno, where do you live? I forgot. 積んだぞ。それかもう一回ユニオンの方に行ってみるか。この人にもう一回話してみる？新しい情報ないかな。
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Empathy 2。あ、これいけるじゃん。He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse. ポエムを作ってみようか。
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. ということ。
Whoa. What else?
鏡の温度は常に0だ。It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
Where graspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I guess so.
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it. You deserve some acclaim.
I'm just the vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
自分のそれは自分が書いたものなのか、それはどうなの？自分でも分かってる？学校でいやまあ自分がやったことに作ったことにしよう。I think the words are mine, yes.
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days.
おお、なんか見直されたよ。警察だけど。
It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
It makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
で、経験値もらっただけで、エンパシーをあげるのないよね。まあまあまあ。今スキルポイントまだないよね。OK。どうしよう。まあとりあえずいろんな人にもう一回話してみよう。なんか新しいオプションが開いてるかもしれない。開けてるかもしれない。このおばさんは
No man. You caught me at an opportune.
Nope. Nothing new. この人は
Right to work! Honest men and women with rights. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
これはユニオンのリーダー。ユニオンじゃないな。反乱してる人たち。でもなんかスパイなんだよね、確か。
Hola, wandering man.
何ができる？このデカブツも怖いよね。
The unpromising race pupil. There is nothing funky. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. I am not. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
何？なんか変わった？なんでハーリーボーイズと一緒にいないんだって。I am not the first line of defense, I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. なんかあったの彼らと。But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonese.
Hardy manlets どういうこと？ Hardy Boys は企業の手下みたいなこと言ってるね。でも俺はユニオンにしか答えないみたいな。
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company.
金のためには動かない的な。
Yes, it was.
理想のためだけに動くみたいなキャラかな。ちょっと積みましたもうこんなにやることあるんだけどできない。ブーツは夜 キツラギが寝た時に撮ってみる。今時間はkeep searching for the collar, victim's tattoo. talk to Titus and establish authority. これもやってみる。でも今 authority マイナス1なんだよね。Isabel and Lillian、一人サインもらったけど、もう一人いなかったよね。Reality Lowdown。これはなんだっけ。Armor Piece。クーノーが鎧のズボン持ってるっぽいね。Egghead、謎のEgghead、よくわからない。スーナを手伝う。アイスクリームメーカーを開けないといけない。でも開かない。もう一回聞いてみる？彼女に。これはまだできない。これクーノーの部屋を見つけないといけない。クーノーの部屋どこだっけ？なんかどっかに部屋があったよね。それがどこだったか覚えていない。どっかの2階？ここは入れないよね。入れるの？もしかしてここ？あ、違う。あ、ここベースメントだ。この2階に行けなかった？行けないよね。でもそこ登るんじゃないの？あ、ちょっと微妙に覚えがある部屋があるんだけど、どうやって行くかが思い出せない。お、平社員さん、お久しぶりです。久しぶりのライブ配信なんで。この中にも入りたいんだよね。あれ？入れた。もう何をやったかやってないかもうI can't keep track。 あ、ここだ。お、ローケス入ってるじゃん。虫ここで放ったの？これか。やばくない？あれ？今どこ行った？屋根の上か。屋根の上は何がある？とりあえずここに戻りましょう。で、なんで虫を盗んだ？ローケスって日本語でなんだろう。
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
これ？なんか家を作ってあげてるの？
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
アリの巣みたいに。
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
謎が解けましたね。Locust の Case of the Locust。それは Imaginary Insect Case の subcase.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
You think that Phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist.
お前は信じないんだな。信者じゃないんだな。
But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of it.
よし、クーノに話してみようか。何がしたかったんだ。はけ、このクソガキって。ん？でも一時期なんかいい感じで分かり合いそうな瞬間なかった？
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs when you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
なんかローケスをなんかかっこいい虫だと思ってんのかな？ It's the city of locusts, not Bugtown.
Stop!
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
あれがナイトシティ？いや今そのアリの巣みたいなのがナイトシティってこと？
Yeah, Locust City, City of Rage, City of Lights.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination.
彼の頭の空想の世界ですね。
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
He says, looking at you straight in the eye.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
おー、確かに。自分のことを俺って言ったよ。クーノじゃなくて。Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Shh, shh. We're having a conversation here.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
これなんか消されたんだけど。俺は俺だ。何にでもなれるんだ。
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
豚にでもなれるんだ。なりたければ。豚って警察ね。
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl. お前が豚になったら逮捕しないといけないんじゃない？私を。
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
あれ？消えた。
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
どうした？なんか動揺してる？
You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
よし、鬱陶しい女がいなくなったから彼を説得するんだ今のうちに。What does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
何？別に意味はないよ。ただ集中するものが欲しいってこと？
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
ダサくしちゃったって。お前が見つけたから俺が見つけたから What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
そのまま死なせるの？もう全部言うしかないね。I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway.
I know you don't
Shit
give a
is
shit.
all lame now. She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
これを取るのやめときなって。大事な餌なんだ。
She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno.
まだIって言ってるよ。Okay, now that's settled. I'd be better off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
何を捕まえようとしてるんだって。知らないのか？幻のインソリンディン・ファズメですよ。
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
OK、お前は知ってるのか？見たことあんのか？
Apricot chewing gum scented one. August 2nd, early late summer. You're getting off the streetcar in Le Jardin, east of the river. Her father and mother are middle class. The nylon of her little jacket rustles next to you in the dark like autumn leaves. Her heels click on the pavement. You're walking up to the gate in front of her parents' house. She takes out her chewing gum and you kiss her. A feeling like electricity flows through your whole body. Immediately you know that you've entered a completely different world.
これは元奥さんとの思い出かな？彼女が噛んでたガムの匂いをするラッパーを確か見つけたんだよね。あ、+2 perception もらえた。OK。ここ、アンロックしないといけないか。これももう少しで終わるね。The missing insect case、じゃあこれは解決したと報告しに行くか。あ、ギャリーいなくなった。
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
実は I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
がっかりさせてしまった。
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
お、30ポイント。
This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone.
あれ、彼女も2人ともちょっとなんか落ち込み始めたよ。
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
あ、大丈夫か？
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
熱あるの？
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
ああ、今回はもう諦めて帰るのか。体調悪いから。また来年。 It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have more my own things to do. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you. We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this. いや、俺が手伝うよ。トラップをまた。
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
彼も本当は見たいんだろうって。
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh scratch of
おお、虫手に入れた。う
should
るさい、うるさ
slide
い。
right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
OK。じゃあトラップにもう一回設置させよう。あれこの人たちは喋れる？特に。
Yes.
あれ
What is it?
あ、前話したっけ ?Horse-faced woman 馬面の女。あ、警察
Of
か。
course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You look cute
And
together.
you look like you don't bathe on Prince.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange.
あ、同じ
He might be wearing a disguise.
同じ事務所の連中か。バカにされてる。
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all.
あ、あんたは
What brings you here?
向こうのアパートで話してた人。About this hat I'm wearing. 帽子について
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see
あ
it.
れこれあんたから盗んだのあげるって。Thanks, it's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
Okay.
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
What are you doing here? I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Okay. Titus, let's talk again.
It's you again. What is it?
あれあ、アニメーション待ってた。アーソリーをちょっともう一回結構プラスになってるからアートリーにスキルをポイント入れないといけないね。もう一回やるためには。I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
その吊るしたって見たって人をと話したぞ。
That's just practice, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
誰が喋ったって
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
名前言うか名前と住所も教えちゃうか。Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
政府のやつだって。He's not convinced.
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
MI が政府みたいなもんかな
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said he saw two people of Areopagite descent and one mask.
Areopagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
黒人のことを Areopagite っていうの
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
俺はもう前に言っただろう。俺たちみんなその現場にはいたんだよって。The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. 静かだったって。
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
お前ら警察の方がうるさいだろうって。
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
なんか答えるのに避けてる？ I'd imagined you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
俺ら酔ってたんだよ。なんかごまかしてる？
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
It all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
シュールな劇みたいな。
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
なんかあんたらの話おかしいぞ。
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
ノートブックにシャンキーが嘘ついてるってなんか書いたよ。
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit. Then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
もう一回できるけどゼロだよ。ゼロ？ Authority ゼロ？ゼロだ。アイテムでマイナス1だ。これは難しいな。ドラマでなんとか口車で説得できないかな。authority respect my authority ないね。マイナス2マイナス3になっちゃうよ。
It's you again. What is it?
よいしょ。I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
多分傭兵の仲間がじきに来るぞみたいな。They're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
やるならやってみろよって。俺たちは武器も持ってるしみんながついてるし。Glenn, who's Glenn?
Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine.
Glenn ってタトゥー野郎でかい。They're armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Easter 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Knock cannon って何？俺らも武器持ってるぞって。Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
スーツ、セラミックの鎧を着てても彼は不死身ではなかったよ。
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy army, and the Madre scum.
Yeah. What are they now, huh? These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. What do you mean, okay?
こいつらとハーディーボーイズと傭兵の仲間、殺された傭兵の仲間がやり合ったらどっちが勝つんだろうみたいな話をしてるよね。I mean, okay, you got this, you got the numbers. こいつらの側を取るか？
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
今のでプラス2もらったけどまだ 17% だな。どうしたら
Starting from the sitting on his right across, he spent his and then the emblem on in the far corner. Size 40 in the middle. Awful smell. In conclusion, these exactly.
The fuck is with you, fella?
これは難しいな。Okay.
Fairweather T500.
お、これも完成したよ。
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
これは鎧のことだよね。え？ Plus 2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor. どういうこと？鎧を着てる敵に対してプラス2。戦いはやっぱりあるのかこのゲーム。こんだけ来て戦いもなんか魔法っていうかなんか不思議要素もないままここまで来てるんだけど。
I've got nothing to say to you.
この扉も開けたいよね。
You see a heavy steel door. The cobalt blue old cobalt. It leads to a side building. The door does not budge. The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Shrugging is an international.
ちょっと夜になってくれないかな。本を読んだら時間が進むってなんか書いてあるよね。あれ？何これ？あ、そっか、トラップをしに行こうか、夜になるまで。どうしよう。 Google 先生。イナゴか。ローケストはイナゴです。じゃあ橋を渡るぞ。とりあえず。こっちか。ちょっと遠いんだよな。走れ走れ。ブームボックス持ってたら、あのガキども、なんか言うかな。あれこれか。これじゃないよね。もっと奥の方だったよね。確か。
The locusts aren't doing all too well.
急げ急げ。急ぐ必要もないけど。で、あともう一人のサインをもらう人を探さないといけない。
There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Me? No one. Just an old
Isabel.
washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
この人からサインをもらわないといけない。
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Fritter Harrier Dubois is my name.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
この人の機嫌をWhat is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
何の曲ハムしてるの？なんて名前？ What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
子供の曲？ Surrender to the night. ちょっとかっこいいね。Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says.
読めないってなんて書いてあるか言ってくれって。
Test the waters here. Say that there's nothing to be worried about.
心配されないようにサインをもらわないといけないんだよね。エヴァーの名前出したら拒否されそうだな。It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. これもちょっと、どうしよう。この町をユースセンターに変えたいって、まあ、それは確かにそうは言ってるけど、It's just a real estate deal.
A deal with who? It's the Divider Union, isn't it?
やっぱそれもどっちもなんかあんま良くないね。Yes, it's the union.
Thought so. So what do the Clare brothers want this time?
もう正直に言うか。Everett wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting. Either way, I won't sign union papers.
すべてお見通しみたいだね。サインしないよって。What do you have against the union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep.
ね、やっぱユニオンのメンバーのために動いてるって言うけど、ね、実は金持ちたちのために動いてる。
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat men. and neither should you.
お前も信用しない方がいいよって。
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no change in it. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
全部ゼロじゃん。自分の名前を言ったからプラス1になったけど。ジャケット洗ってくれないかって。
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
30分待てるか ?OK?
Well, hand it over then. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands. Stay? What's that said? If lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
あれ彼女の家に泊まれるの ?How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
You're just gonna give it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
お、プラス1もらったけどまだ 3% だ。こんなの無理じゃん。これがこれもゼロになってるね。suggestion。でも今 suggestion マイナス1になってるのと、マイナス1になってる。あと authority もマイナス1。authority もマイナス1外して、何今の分。glasses, shirt。あと hat、帽子。帽子、あれ帽子もうない？これ一つしかなかった。なんかインタラクトできるよ、これ。
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon.
これもうやったか。
The sun sets. There is a movement next to you. Why are you talking to?
これ彼女のラッパーですね。あれシャツ今着なかった？ OK。あれダメだ。これは後でマイナス2になる。まだまだあった。忘れてた。もっと上にあったね。ちょっととりあえずなんか着て、今のジャケットか。これも、これプラス1サジェスティンだからいいよね。プラス1ロジック。あとは帽子が欲しい。帽子がないね。これ一つしかないね。これがあった。OK。なんかダサいけど。
Our tenant, the policeman. I
17%
hope the waves
か。
don't keep you up at night.
もうちょっと話してみよう。
Just us. This is pretty much.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Over there, you can find more of this.
Between here and
今
Jamrock,
ここら
a
辺に
dusty
何
sea
が
of old trees
何があるんだって
An
ちょっ
old
と
military
話聞いてる。
hospital, and
The old woman.
now the area is crisscrossed with the goodwill ran out.
ちょっと時間
The
かかりそう
staff
だから
left, and well, there's Lillian and her kids.
誰が住んでんだ
A
レニエ
few
ン
new
と
folks
彼
live
女の
in
子
the
供
house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drugs. Lillian is tough. Tougher than I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. Here, for you.
Under carts, boats, in little. She nods, rinsing another piece.
Not much. Some things just...
So,
No, we've tried, but things just... Before you get to the church, there's some ruins. I don't know exactly. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. No one. That's now.
なんか
What
こ
got
こに
you
はもう
do
本当何も
go
ないよ。
straight into a lorry for the dead. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? Used to be a supply depot.
Nothing is imp.
And now you know everything there is to know about this course.
これも17%でとどまっている。でもここでね、なんか寝られるみたいだね。
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living room. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
キツラギさんはここに泊まらないとちゃんと宿に泊まるって。イソベルを説得するのもポイントが少ない。これやっぱスキルが低いものはできないままクリアするってことなのかな。スキルが高いもので解決できるのを進めてったらストーリーも進むってことかな。Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. ギコギコ言ってる。This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
この部屋の雰囲気、居心地みたいな。
What is this place to you?
何この場所はお前にとって何だって？ My new hangout, my forward base for the coastal part of the operation, it's free. It's free, that's good enough, I could live here. ただだから、それだけでいい。
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody, trying to survive.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
フロアボードの下を探れと。ほう。なんかヒントくれた？でもどうやって？
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression. It's just hairy.
鏡久しぶりだね。でも今何もできないよ。お、コロヘブジャケット、なんかかっこいいね。おお、かっこいい。悪くないね。スタイリッシュじゃん。
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Not time to rest yet. これは机になんかあるよ。
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
マジ？ もしかしてイケメン刑事に変身できることか。ひげ剃るよ。Time to shave. Get these mutton chops off.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so.
おー、イケ
A
メンでは
feeling
な
of
いな。
freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
でも髪を整えたら、まあ髪を整えてサングラスでもつけたらいけるかもね。どうだろう。で、この床の下どうやって調べるの？外から？よし。さて、相棒の反応はどうだろう。
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps.
I knew I shouldn't shave. I knew it and still did it. What an idiot.
No, it's okay, I guess. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover the... Either way, good on you. You were saying?
あんまりよく思われてないな。彼女に話したらイゾベルの説得仕方わかるかな？
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
お、デートに誘う。でもこれもサジェッションポイントないから。That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation, very conceptual.
An installation. Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? これ自分が酔っ払ってる時にもっとちょっと東のとこに事故った車だね。
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
葬式が必要なんじゃない？いいんじゃない？この人となんか仲良くなれるのかな？ What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gotwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
葬式には時間かかるからね。でも私は何回も葬式の経験あるから言っとくけど、一番簡単なのはそこに放っておいて自然に片付けさせることだよみたいな。ちょっと切ないこと言ってんね。
Absolutely. Things like what, for example?
I'm looking for someone else exactly.
Oh? Who?
あれ
Well, how can I assist you then,
なん
officer?
もないな。What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants.
魚釣って売っ
Authentic
てる。
insular Indian cuisine. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
ちょっとなんかナンパしてるように聞こえないようにちゃんと冷静に話すよって。What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All
ほんとガラクタ。
major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
ビーチにはもうガラクタしかないね、ほとんど。もう本当彼女のことを惚れてるんだねこの人。A mine? Drugs? This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? 人間の死体も動物の死体もいろいろ流れてくんだ。地雷も。ドラッグ。一つしか聞けないの？どれ聞く？死体のこと？地雷のこと？ドラッグのこと？This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? いや、なんで行かないのって。いや、これはマイホームだからっていうんじゃない？drugs.
Don't have any. Those get cleaned out so fast, even the local bums can only stand by and watch with watery mouths. Always by strangers too. Union folk don't stand this kind of stuff around here.
あんま意味なかったな。
Oh, that's good to know. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Fallen in the line. And why so?
Life World. Someone's been reading up on lost.
Oh, yeah. Take it from...
That's all we have time for right now. Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get.
Okay. Not much there. Oh, 何これ? Book, a primer for small kids. 本を手に入れたよ。後で読むか。トラップを見つけてから。どこだったっけな。この上だったっけ。こっち側だったような気がする。あ、ここだ。It's too easy to get sidetracked in this game.
The locusts aren't doing all too.
こっちじゃないな。もっと北の方。ここにいないかな。これが見つかんないんだよね。Knick Knack Stand。これ easy なんだけど。あれ？なんか動けないんだけど、なんで？これはどこにある？ From A to Zreek, a guide to a Behave cockatoo。これって本屋だっけ？できるもの。これ全部なんかスキルが足りないからできないものばっかり残ってるね、これ。Set of tracks。Barbell でダメだよね。Mirror。ここ北に行って、あ、そういえば、あ、そうか、これが洗ったジャケットだよね。あ、お金がある。金。81セント。A big wine canister, it's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
なんか匂う？
It doesn't help. Don't you recognize
What is it?
That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
死の匂い？
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right
The
here.
lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
あれ？ここ来たことないんだ。腐ってる。
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
ゴミを漁るぞ。
Two empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two.
何？食べる
No
の？
mold yet.
まだ1日2日しか経ってないよ。カビてない。
It's
カビつい
hard
て
to
ない。
concentrate in the smell.
この人は誰？
A man lies on the boardwalk.
あ、死んでる。
His limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
酔っ払って死んだのか？
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer.
2日？
We need to investigate.
2日間死んでる。
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead
これ
body.
俺がやったんじゃないか？Study the
He's
man's
wearing
clothes.
mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
ケバブサース。あのゴミ箱に入ってるやつ？
The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
カスタムメイドのジャケット。金持ち？ポケットは？
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded
図
into
書館
two.
のカード。
His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself. 何？なんかボートの音がするんだけど。
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
あ、なんか穴が、ボードの中に穴が開いてて、そこに滑って頭打ったの。
A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
暗かったかもね。で夜だったかもって。
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance.
濡れてたかもしれないと。
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years.
50歳から60歳くらいの人 Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
飲んでて、何かを飲んでて、ケバブを食べ終わって、でもなんかチューインガムのラッパーを持ってるよ。なんで
Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
死体だと思うとこれ見ててちょっと気味悪いね。
This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
ベンチに頭ぶつけて死んだんだね。Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing.
Vodka.
There's hardly anything left inside.
あ、全部飲んだの
Tear all around us.
彼、ゴミ箱に入ってたたくさんのボトル、彼が全部飲んだの Chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
口の中覗く
The blackness of death. Stench.
臭い
You think you see white chewing gum too?
チューインガム取る
Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rib.
全部いっぺんに噛んでるの
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
そのガム全部噛んでるのはアルコールの匂いを帰る前に隠すためだって。いつも同じだって。よく見てる光景みたいな。Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
ここのフロアボード結構脆いみたいだね。
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
Looks like just another old drunkard to me. 酔っ払いにしか見えないけど。
And he was married.
そして結婚してる。The lieutenant points at the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
まあでもこれ結構明確だよね。酔っ払ってたけど頭打って死んだみたいな。滑って。What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Okay.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
自分たちでやるか、同僚に任せるか。 まあやるか。We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
よし、ライブラリーカード見るぞ。Fold library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Billy Mejean. Billy Jean はマイケル・ジャクソンの曲だよね。
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil.
Radio thriller. Thriller.
Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
結構読んでるみたいだね。
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
何、マイケル・ジャクソンのファン？ Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005-02-55-211 or visit us at Monroe Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Billy Jean.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go.
Okay. で、Moonshine。違うんだよ。このために来たんじゃないよ。また余計な仕事を受けやがって、このバカ刑事。今なんか輪っか出たけど。I need to find the trap. これなんだっけ？
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. The lieutenant shrugs apathetically.
これはいたずら電話するとこだよね。教会だ。トラップどこだ？ここら辺じゃない？あったあった。あ、でもこれいるね。こっちじゃない。南の方か。お、箱がある。お、ネクタイ。+1 shivers。なんか洋服コレクターになってるね。ここは入れないんだっけ？
An old door worn by elements guards the depot.
3%。なるほどね。まあこのラジオを持ってガキどもにちょっと話してみたいけど、ちょっとやること多すぎるから、まず南の方に行こう。こっちにトラップがもう一つあったはず。酔っ払いさんたち。こっちから行けない。アレブゼン。ん？ここらへん。あれ？ちょっと道がわかんないよ。あれ？でもここにも虫いるね。え、どこ？
The locusts aren't doing all.
もう一つどこ？ マジでこっちでもない。誰か覚えてるか？誰も覚えてない。もう一つのトラップどこにある？こっち側にはないよね。Where are you? 西の方にはいや、ここも来たよね。でもこれもいるよ。どういうこと？
Morel's trap stands
あ、
empty,
これだ。
just like the boathouses around it.
でもアニメーショ
The
ン
wind
動いてるけ
ruffles
ど。
your sweaty hair.
Release the locust into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
OK? やっとなんか達成できた。で、リーナーにもう一回話しに行く。じゃあ電話して、この死体のこと報告して、またリーナーに話しに行くか。ちゃんとトラップに入れたよって。教会じゃない。道迷った。さて、池王子に変身できるのだろうか。ハリー君は。それとも酔っ払いのおじさんのままダメ男のままゲームは終わるのか、かっこよくなれるのか気になるね。あれこっちでよかった。もう今体力とモラルもう満帆なんだけど。あれ帰り方どうやって帰るんだっけ？あ、こっちか。こっちで合ってた。OK。Alrighty. Let's make a call from here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yeah, I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An identified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
持ち物は? He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets. 結構観察力あるんじゃない？この自分。
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mijan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Lieutenant じゃなくて Lieutenant.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library. 電話しよう。
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We should try again during.
Anything else, detective? 57.
Okay.
In the cabin, you see.
また明日電話するか。夜になるのを待って彼と別れてブーツを調べたいから、本を読みましょう。A textbook for the first grade in primary school. 小学1年生の本。On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention. このカバーのことを言ってるね。
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
Exactly what I need. 俺にぴったり。
This book will show you the score. Get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life.
On what?
The alphabet.
アルファベットのことを説明してくれるよって。Flip through the
Every
pages.
page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
すごい複雑そうに説明してるんだけど、子供のアルファベットの本でしょ？
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas.
何これ？
C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
覚えづらい。こんな子供の知ってる言葉でもないよ。大人も知らない言葉多いんじゃない？何これ？diamate, ellipse, phlogiston.
H is for homeboy. I is for econ. J is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
わからん。Yeah.
Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for varhite. X is for xylophone. Y is for ustava. Z is for zenith.
Zenith, okay.
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
お、なんか電気ついた。In what is called the IL, the international language, developed by scientists from Grad in the 20s. Sinus means sign, for example. Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
Okay. 時間少し。でもそんな20分ぐらいしか経ってないよね。まだ読めるもんある？これ読んだらダメージ食らったんだっけ？
The face of King Freecell smiles at you. For some reason, comrade, but like the only 4 issues, perhaps. So please, if you value our radical, you flip back to the front of the magazine. This section,
時間はもう経過しないのかなこれ。
Apparently, the material you flip back to the front.
内容が濃い
It
か
takes
ら。
a moment, but why? They obvious as you leaf through. The main feature, though, is this so-called artist spotlight is really just you think you're settling in. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10. Where to even start? So, all of it, basically.
スポンサーシップ。
Oddly enough, there's no way those are real names. Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? More than that, they're like under capitalism. The article, thus, the so-called talk, and that precisely is what, at the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply
I can safely say the thought had never crossed. I'm sure most. If I had to wager, I'd say they've.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of.
よし、10分経過。20分経過。あと30分。ライブラリカードはもう見た。
The greatest in browsing through the book. Your educational survey is probably for the best. Browsing through the book. Your educational survey is. It seems rather. Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
あれなんかクイズみたいなのあった？あ、でも時間過ぎたよ。21時になったよ。It seems rather unfair to try again. Who was the first innocence? Dolores Day だっけ？
Incorrect.
あ、違う。
Dolores Day. Her colors are. Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores. Correct. Nothing much is known as the first. Question 2. Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, and correct. Franco Negro.
なんかやったね、
Question
これ前。
Got it under control. No problem. Solid on. Correct. The most final stretch. I've got it. Honest.
Greatest innocence.
Correct. Everything from congratulations on finishing an A. You really navigated some treacherous waters here. Well done.
経験値もらえた。
The lieutenant is Yeah, sure.
OK。で、夜になったよ。夜になったから、あとスキルポイントもらったんだよね。スキルポイントあるから何かに入れてもいいんだけど、さすがにスジャスチョンとかに入れるこっちに入れる1ポイント入れてもね。でもこれも一つアンロックしたよね。これを終わらせちゃおう。で、何を習おうかな。suggestion これを多分これ今マイナス1だからこれクリアしたらプラスになるんじゃない？これを42分だけだし。じゃああなたはお休みタイムですか？
Yes.
お、ディスコだよ、ディスコ。レナさん終わったよ。
Hello, dear.
I restocked the
Good
entry
to
trap.
see a familiar face. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Gary のとこで休んでるって。It's awfully cold out there in the reeds. It's probably for the best.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
どうしたの？なんか雰囲気が違うけど、声が震えてるけど。So who's gonna check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
もう諦めんのか？
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Once more onto the breach then.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
もう諦めてる？ What's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but
なんか打ち明けてくれる。もしかして
you are a police officer.
最初に見たっていうのは嘘だったのか？
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
自分の記憶が正しかったのか疑い始めてんのか。
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me. 夢だったのかもってこと？
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
いや、幻覚ではない。本当にいるはずだ。
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
何 Tell her that her marriage hasn't... そうか。hasn't been a lie. あなたのその二人の出会いは嘘ではなかったよって説得する。説得できない今。To hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid.
A true believer.
俺が信じるよ。
Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
自分もたまに見るよって。その本物の記憶を。でもたまにあるよね。夢と記憶がわからなくなるっていう。
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
本当に
Sweetie, please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
本当に諦めんの？これで終わるのちょっと寂しいよ。なんか欲しいよ。Can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but...
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
本当にこれで終わり？住所もらったけど電話番号とかないから連絡できるのかな？ It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time.
悲しい。
A lie?
No.
A fool's hope.
No.
Like that, she drives off. The gas engine enters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
行ってしまった。それで終わりなの？はあ。はあ。でも結構クリアはしてるね。
Can I help you?
あれ ?I found a new bird.
What is this thing?
こんなの拾ってたっけ？自分が壊したもんね。It was actually me who broke the great Skua. I wanted to apologize by bringing you this ruffed grouse.
I should have known Sylvie wouldn't accidentally break things here. Okay, this is actually a nice bird.
告ってしまった。
A competent piece of taxidermy.
あ、でもなんか納得してくれそう。
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that.
OK なんか許してくれたっぽい。で、カラオケはまだできないの？夜なのにカラオケできないの？
I've got nothing to say to you.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn.
できないね。桂木さんもう寝ていいよ。俺はやることあるんだよ。どうしたらどうしたら行ってくれる？あと屋根裏にどうやって行くのかが謎なんだけどな。
Yes?
もう寝ていいんだよ。
The door is closed. 閉まってる。払ってないからか。どうやったら彼と別れるの？寝床に行かないといけないのかな？夜だからって開かないよね、これ。 You see a heavy steel door.
この人は何か言ったっけ？ It's all about money, you know? Okay. ふうふうふう。
An old callbox. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
OK。じゃあちょっと部屋に行ったら寝てくれるかな。トラップ見て、なんか最後になんかあるかな。
The trap is full of locusts.
なんか何もなさそう。悲しいけど。あれ？今なんかばっか出たけど。
The trap is.
なんもない？ Alright, Isabel. Let's go to Isabel's house. フロアボードの下どうやって調べるんだ
It's getting cold. This late in.
Good night, officer.
OK。あれ？ちょっと待って、寝ないでよ。OK、危ない。もう寝たのかと思った。
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflect.
よし、一人になれたぞ。一人になったからやることは2つあります。ちょっと一回ここでセーブしてみようか。まずはナンパだ。これいい曲だろう。
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
3%。
Wind is turning southeast.
一回3%成功したんだよね。じゃあ鎧のブーツを剥がしに行きたいけど、これちゃんちゃんちゃんちゃかちゃんちゃん。この人24時間徹夜で店やってんね。この人もずっとタバコ吸ってる。食うのもずっとここにいるし。寝ないのかお前は。
The rotting man lies on his side with his eye. Before you can grab hold of the boot, you hear a voice come. You're sabotaging the crime scene, and yet you haven't even finished the field autopsy. Before you can grab hold of the boot, you're sabotaging the crime scene, and yet
shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back.
ダメだったのか。これ前やったのか。
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. Kuno doesn't fuck.
できることを探さないといけないな。
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
仕方ない、寝るか。
Not much to see here. There's nothing you see. You've done this before. No. Good practice. A box falls into pieces. The container sounds a muffled gong.
OK。仕方ない。寝るか。でも夜だけにできることって他にない？他にある？カラオケ歌いたいんだけど。Sad songs on tape あ、これじゃない？
The portal reel is just what you needed.
違うテープ見てた。
Attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click.
Press
The
play.
tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Press your ear against the speaker.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Mega sad だって。
Within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've
いけるんじゃね
been
これ。
looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses.
歌詞はもう頭の中にある。
And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
カラオケバージョンもあるって。
Got You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
Gart を説得しないといけない。
The boombox tunes itself back to the Friday night beats, vibrating on your shoulder.
よし、説得できるかこの酔っ払い。さっきね、鳥もあげたし、鳥の。
Hey, was there something you needed?
I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not.
He tries not to look at you.
ダメだって。
It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
どうすればいいの？どうすれば説得できる？もうなんか、もう即拒否されたんだけど。It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Yeah, but Johnny Law is about to tear it up sad style.
The Whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without right now.
This is my way for apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
Why do you even have the PA system if no one's ever going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes.
Oh.
They all got stolen.
お、いけそうじゃないこれ。俺ちゃんと金払ってる客なんだぞ。いやでもテープはもう全部盗まれたんだ、ないんだ。
He's lying, but whatever. You don't really need his lame tracks.
It's alright, I have my own song with him. Give him the tape for smallest church in Sensei. Sensei? 発音できないな。
The man in the vest and the violet
Yosha.
shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown.
I got him.
Hard.
もう逃げられないぞ。
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
さあどうなる？世界が終わるかな？俺が歌ったら。
I'm having it uninstalled. He mumbles to himself.
OK? 行くよ。もう最初の日からもうずっとこの時を待ってたんだ。
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady.
ちゃんと歌ってくれるかな？それともただ文字で説明するのかな？
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
おー見て 97%. Superstar Cup. I'm ready, Gart. Hit play.
The air is thick
一瞬
with
ドキドキした 3%で
anticipation.
3%でダメになるかと。よし行くぞ。
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
ドラマやっとなんかの役に立つ？本当に歌うのか？
I would often go there.
あら。あ、この声。頭の中の声。
Tiny church there.
渋いね。
The smallest church in Sansan.
Sansan.
Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard
お
there.
ちょっとなんか感情こもってるよ。
I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
もう悪くないよ。at all. お、歌詞だ。I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sinsan, though it once was larger. How the rill may rest there, down through the mist there, toward the seven sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past year. But now you are alone. None of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
お、一応パチパチパチ。I'd like to dedicate this song to Guard for letting me sing it. It's all shit, Guard. I want to dedicate this song to whoever wrote me that fucking letter. I still love you. Thank you very much. ああ、これ元奥さんにクソ手紙を書いた人にまだ愛してる。
The microphone amplifies your voice in an uncomfortable manner. Someone coughs. Most people have gone back to talking now.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
もう終わったかって。何か言う。Thank you, Martinez. それか、whip out your finger pistol, shoot in the air and leave. バン OK で、今のでなんか変わった
smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Yeah, the church is actually my past. Yeah, the church is actually my love. Things are really bad with it.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
一言で終わった。俺の過去の俺の恋愛のことなんだよ。誰かなんか心動かされてない？
I've got nothing to say to you.
ダメだ。
It's you again.
みんな冷た
What
い。
is it?
冷たい世の中だ。28%。28% でもやるべきなのか。もうちょっと待ってみる？やっとカラオケ歌えたよ。じゃあもういらないんじゃないこれ。ラジオもういらないんじゃない？よし、じゃあ寝るか。寝て図書館に電話しないといけないし、まだブーツの警察にシリアルナンバー調べてもらっているのもまだ解決できていない。遠いな。でもお金の節約は大事だよ。
It's getting cold.
寝ようか。てか今日は終わり時かな。2時間半もやったし。一応寝て。
The bed is comforting.
Go to sleep. また頭に自
Across
分
the
の中
room,
に。
the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
また自分の意識に語り、話してくるんじゃない？
Thoughts, baby.
来た来た。
A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
これ同じ人が喋ってんだったらすごいなんかレンジだよね。Spinning on empty.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
すごい迫力なんだけど。やっぱ彼女のことを思い出してるね、まだ。
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
今、plotted って言ったよね。potted じゃなくて。
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
お前はなんで生き続けるんだみたいなこと問われてるような気がする。彼女は戻ってこないんだぞみたいな。We're making progress, measured steady progress. 少しずつ前に進めてるよ。
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
歌ってる。 失恋してんだよね。失恋したのはいつなんだろうね。この事件受けた前か、事件受けている途中に手紙をもらって。Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
心がまだ痛んでいる。Poor Harry.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
何あ、起きたな。なんか数日気になってることがあるんだけど。
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
なんかずっとおかしくてout of control になり始めずっとなってるって言ってるけど、それは自分の頭の中の世界のこと言ってんのか、実際に事件のこと言ってんのかよくわかんない。Let's get right to it. What needs to be done?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
What exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
責任を誰に負わせるかみたいな。何の責任ただ誰が誰を殺しただけでは済まないんだよみたいなこと言ってるけど。Alright, I'll accept la responsabilité.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
Legitimate authority.
Like a committee.
And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
なんか、この町の行く末を、誰がこの町を仕切ってるかみたいなことを、警察、今の調査を通して上に伝えて、誰が責任を持つべきかみたいなことを主張する感じかな。
Good luck. Your report.
Form a committee of moralists to assign responsibility. これはコミュニストの あれとは逆なのかな、関係ないのかな。People killed 3。これ前あったか。で、なんか thought が終わったんじゃないこれ。
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
怖い、これ。
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
I don't get it. やばい。サジェストンマイナス2になってしまった。逆だよ。欲しかったのに逆だよ。でもプラス 10XP and プラス2 real だって。やばい。サジェストンこれもう無理になった。でも、これは装備外せるんだよね。外せるけど、スキルポイント使わないといけないんだよね。やばいよ。Empty hand slots give suggestion plus 1。あれ手に、ちょっと待ってよ。これを外して、手の装備を外すと、Empty hand slots。これのこと？ Suggestion。Empty hand slots give suggestion plus 1。プラス1しかもらえないのか。それは、これがあるから違うか。これを持っているとマイナス2になる。authority マイナス2。authority ダメだな。ダメだな。まあいいや。じゃあ今日はここで終わろうかな。結構いろいろできたんじゃない？ちょっとね、通訳はちょっと軽い程度で済ませないとやっぱゲーム終わらないんで。まあこんな感じでちょっと進めていこうかな。まあ適当にちょっと気軽にやっていきますので、ついていけている方はよろしくお願いします。また次回お会いしましょう。Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.